boy. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Dudes Who Bet Daily. Magic was dressed normal, and then in 5 seconds, he put all that on. So Magic's with us. Papa Dude's with us. Magic, I guess we'll kick it off with you. How you doing today, buddy?
I'm great. We're celebrating today, baby. You know what day it is. Yeah. We just swept the best bets like it was nothing yesterday. We're so excited. It's such a good day. Let's keep the train rolling, boys. The train rolling. Wrong end.
I swear to God, the guy was dressed. Papa Dude, you can vouch for me.
I knew he was going to do something. He texted me, and I was thinking, I come on there, and he's dressed normal, and I'm thinking, okay, he decided not to do it. But I didn't say anything. So
okay, so you knew. I didn't know.
I did know. Yes.
Well, he knew, but he didn't know.
I didn't know what. I still don't know what. So
I don't know what that is either.
I'm Sully from Monsters, Inc. This is my Halloween costume.
Oh, okay.
And then I got the little celebratory. It's Aaron's birthday. Aaron turned 40 today, everybody. That's why I'm dressed up celebrating.
Okay. All right. Well, now I think it was for the sweep is why you were really celebrating. So.
I should have had a broom, actually. My kid's broom was around here. I don't see it anymore.
Well, listen, I appreciate the costume. That's great. I love it.
Johnny knew what it was.
Yeah. People that have a life knew.
People that are cultured know these things.
Right. Yeah, you should have dressed up as some kind of sports guy. Then I would have known.
I mean, I've got a million jerseys. I could have just pulled anything out of the closet for that. So
I do know that. Yeah, thank you everybody for wishing me happy birthday. Yeah, 40th birthday today. Yeah, feeling good though. Feel good. I don't feel 40. So, but
how old do you feel?
Oh, about
39.
About 12, 13. No, I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know.
We do have, but Papa Dude I know has a short. He's got to get out of here soon. But before he leaves, we do have another little birthday surprise for you. And I want him to. We being me and somebody else. I want to show it to you before he leaves too.
Okay, go ahead. Do it now. That's fine. Yeah.
Surprise! Happy birthday! Happy birthday cake! Happy birthday! Pin the tail of the seahorse! Happy birthday! Happy birthday!
Happy birthday! Happy birthday to you! Oh yeah! Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. I know who made that. There's only one person that could make that.
Oh, that was fantastic.
Yeah. I appreciate you, Shouty, for making that. Thank you. That was good. I liked it.
That's fantastic.
Wow. Man, you make a guy feel good. I just think I'll quit now. I don't want to do anything else the rest of the day. All right. Thanks, everybody.
Well, I got to make you feel good because Rodney hates your best bets. So we're going to.
Well, yeah, I guess we just need to get into it, right? Rodney hates the best bets, so we'll get to talking about that. Like you said, Papa Dude does have to go. We're going to let him talk about the one college football game, and then we're going to give his best bet, and then we're going to get him out of here. Papa Dude, let's kick it to you. Colorado and Washington State tonight. Well, Washington State is a 4-point favorite here. They're on a losing streak. So's Colorado. Total 62.5. What do you think's going to happen in this one?
Oh, this is going to be a real battle, isn't it? I don't know what's happened to Washington State. They were 4-0. They can't beat anybody. They've lost 6 in a row. Most of us knew Colorado was a fraud, and they were. And now they've come down to earth. But I think they're playing better than Washington State right now. I think Colorado's going to beat them. If I was going to bet, I would take Colorado tonight to beat Washington State.
Yeah, I'm going to take we took Colorado plus the points last week, and they nearly beat Arizona. It was a good game. I'm taking Colorado plus the points again tonight. Maybe they get it done, maybe they don't, but I'll take Colorado plus 4. Magic, you got any thoughts on this one?
Kind of like the over, and it's actually I now see 62 in some markets, and it had opened at around 64. So the over, the total is dropping here. So as long as it keeps dropping, I might keep watching it, and then once it seems to bottom out, maybe an hour before kick time, then I think I'll probably play it. But I just think you've got 2 more than capable offenses and 2 just horrendous defenses here. It could be a total shootout.
Yep, I feel like it's going to be a high-scoring game as well. I think that's a pretty good play. So it should be interesting. I mean, I don't think it's a great game, but it is an interesting game if you want to bet it, if you want to watch something entertaining. I think it will be entertaining. All right, Papa Dude, we're going to go out of order. We're going to do your best bet here so you can get on to educate the young minds of tomorrow. You're going to go to the other college football game for your other college football game for your best bet. Go ahead. Who you got?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Texas San Antonio, one of the hottest teams in college football right now. They really struggled early in the year. Everybody thought they were really going to be good. Their quarterback was banged up. He's back. They're at home. They're rolling. They're going for their 7th in a row. I don't think 16 is too much. So I'm going to go them to bomb South Florida tonight. They're not very good. So I like them at home on a Friday night, 16 points. I think they cover that. Keeping with my theme on the picking the heavy underdogs in college basketball, I couldn't really pull the trigger tonight, but a couple to throw out there to you. Kentucky is a 38-point favorite over Stonehill, whoever the heck that is. That's why I didn't pick them. I didn't really know. Actually, I have heard of them. 38 is a bunch. You know, they could get ahead by 30 and then play everybody. So that's one. I couldn't pull the trigger on it. Also, Belmont, which is a pretty good team, plays Arizona tonight. I couldn't pull the trigger on it because it's in Arizona, but it's 25 points. So that's one to watch. The one I really like, if Central Arkansas was just a little bit better, they play Vanderbilt. They're 20-point underdogs. Vanderbilt's not any good. They're not very good. 20 is a lot. Central Arkansas is a little too risky to bet. By the way, who's the most famous player to ever play at Central Arkansas?
That would be let's see. Let me get this
shoot.
right.
It's
Is it Rodman or is it Pippen?
I don't know. Which one is it?
I can't remember if Rodman went there or somewhere else.
Well, it's not Rodman, no.
So is it Scottie Pippen?
It's Scottie Pippen.
Okay.
Scottie
I
Pippen.
knew it was one of the two. Rodman was in Oklahoma, though. He was at
Southwestern State or Southeastern State, one or the other in Oklahoma.
Right.
I think it's Southeastern, and I believe that's where Reba McEntire went as well.
Really?
There you go.
Southeastern Oklahoma State.
Yep. In Durant, I believe.
Yes, I knew it was Rodman or Pippen. I just could not remember, but yeah, both of them came from.
The reason why Pippen ended up or was in Central Arkansas when he was a freshman, he was only about 6'2", 6'3", and he shot up while he was at Central Arkansas, and became the player that he turned out to be. So
yeah. It's crazy the big three there, one from way down in Durant, Oklahoma, one from Central Arkansas, and then one from North Carolina there for the Bulls. So the blue blood of Michael Jordan, and then those two guys, having to scrap their way all the way to the start of pretty cool, man. Yeah. Awesome. All right, good stuff. All right, Papa Dude, we're gonna get you off of here.
Okay.
All right.
Have a great day, everybody.
All right. See y'all.
See you, Papa Dude.
All right. Now, Papa Dude is gone. He is heading out to sub, and so now it's just Magic and I. Magic, what do you want to do? Just have a party now?
Yeah, let's do it. I'll get the Casamigos that Mike Somich bought for me because I won the Breeders' Cup bet. It's weird. I never thought that I'd actually win a Casamigos bottle off him. Usually when he suggests it, it's scary because that's how confident he is.
Yeah, I know. Listen, I was really proud of you. I want you to know that. I was really proud.
Thank
All right, well, let's get this over with so we can go pop that bottle open. Let's talk about hockey. I brought this one up just for you. The Red Wings still playing overseas, lost in overtime, but lost in a shootout, but a great comeback yesterday to get a point. Now they take on the Maple Leafs. Maple Leafs minus 175. The total sitting there at 6.5. What do you think about this game today?
Man, my Detroit Red Wings they love to score. Good Lord, my kingdom for a reliable goaltender. The one that we had, it just had a daughter, so we flew back home. Like the guy's European. You'd think he'd just I don't know. This is why you should just keep your families in Europe if you're an NHL player. And then the team travels to Europe, and then you're just there for the daughter, and then you can go back and play 2 days because James Reimer and Alex Lyon is going to start tonight. That's not the answer for the Red Wings. Leafs team total over 3.5 might be a good bet. Definitely over 6.5, I think. Before Blinkers Off went live, like that total went from they scored 3 goals in the first period and 5 goals scored in the second period. Yeah, and then they took a break because we went live on Blinkers Off and they didn't score the rest of regulation.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Anyways, give me the over. Yeah.
Give you the over. Yeah, I'm with you on it. Yeah, I think the over is the play here. I wouldn't bet aside one way or the other. These games over there, they're strange. So we'll see what happens. But I'm with you. The over as well. Yeah, I didn't know what was going on with Huso, the goalie you're talking about. So it's not an injury or anything like that. I just saw that he was out.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, his wife had a daughter, so he actually flew back to the States to be there for it.
I gotcha. Okay. I'm not completely sold that he's like an elite goalie, but he's a good goalie. He's much better.
He's better than Reimer and Alex Lyon.
1,000%. Yeah.
Every single win, like Red Wings won 8 games, and every single win was despite the goaltending. We never once have had our goaltender steal a game for us. And that, at this point of the season, is starting to get concerning.
Yeah, well, that makes sense. That makes sense for sure. Well, hopefully Huso kind of gets this behind him and he can kind of focus a little bit. Maybe that's the problem. Yeah. I don't know. Seems like that.
Yeah, having a kid makes your life easier. That's what happens. Yeah.
All right, let's go Seevers and Jets to round out the sports talk today. Jets are minus 174, so pretty good favorites here. This is another game that if the Seevers have their way, this thing's going over. They like to score just like Magic and I do. What do you think about this one, Seevers and Jets?
I might actually go with the under on this one. I think this is an like you have two capable offenses, but Buffalo's going to be missing Tage Thompson, and that their number one center being out, that's going to really throw off the offensive flow. Dylan Cousins is going to get bumped up, but I think this is going to be a more limited offense from Buffalo because they're going to be trying to play a little more conservative without Tage Thompson. So I think the under might be the way to go. And depending on like that minus 174 for the Jets seems a little overreaction. So if you want to get funky, maybe play a little Sabres money line here.
I don't know, man. I kind of think the Jets are going to get it done. I kind of like Jets minus 1.5. So we're very
well, we both think Tage Thompson being out is a big issue for them if you're playing the goal minus a goal and a half.
Right. I agree. Yeah. I agree. Yeah, I think it's going to be one-sided. I kind of like the Jets tonight in this one. All right, let's get to the race of the day. What do you say? Let's go to Aqueduct, where everybody likes to go for their birthday. Race 8 on the. I wonder if anybody's actually been to Aqueduct.
Better than Churchill.
Okay, maybe. At debate, I don't know about that. Aqueduct race 8 today. We're on the turf. It's 6 furlongs. The Autumn Days Stakes, $150,000. The purse here. Pretty good race. A lot of scratches, but we still got a pretty decent field here. Magic, who you looking at here for the 8th at Aqueduct?
Well, it's fitting because it's your birthday today. I don't know how you've celebrated your birthdays in the past, but when I was a younger guy, a single guy, I'd go to the clubs for my birthday, and it was always a great time. They put me on stage, center, like spotlights, everybody, all the attention on me. And everybody to the ladies all the way in the back say, give me all that magic. Number 1, all that magic to win. Kendrick Carmouche, I think, is going to set a perfect stalking trip. Possibly could go to the lead depending on what the deuce does. So 2 throws in the deuce. The number 1, all that magic.
All right. That's, listen, that was
You
good.
picked this race. You picked this race. This is all your fault.
That was really good. Well, all that magic, the one horse is going 2 in a row, like you said. Nice win last time out at Keeneland. You're right. So, all right, all that magic, the one horse for you. Well, it looks like Rodney and I are going to be on the same horse. I like the number 4 Loon Cry a little bit in the spot as well. 6-1 on the morning line. I think this horse gets a nice setup today and comes running at the end here. You look at the horse last time out at Aqueduct over this track at this distance. Very, very nice win in an allowance race. It's a step up. There's no question. But, this horse has been running pretty well against pretty much any company that she has been up against. And, yeah, you just look at the consistency of this horse. I think if Papa Dude was still around, I think this would be his pick. 9 for 9 on the board, 4 of 9 winning. And like I said, I think we'll handle the situation today. So I'm going to go the number 4, Loon Cry on top. Christophe Clement, Irad Ortiz. What do you think about that horse?
Second choice, yeah, I like this. I think a 1-4 exacta box is a good play as well. We're both trying to beat the 12, who I think is going to be, even with the scratches, a little compromised.
Yeah, I think the 12 is going to have a little bit of a tough trip for sure. Good race last time out from the 12, though. So we'll see maybe if we could.
Am I a monkey? What is this?
What is this? Magic dance on camera for video purposes. Yeah, no, you don't. Okay.
Something good's going to come out of this, I'm sure. Okay, there you go.
All righty.
I do it for the people.
Okay, well, let's stick with the horse racing theme. I think the best racing of the day is coming at Del Mar. We both have bets from there, Magic. I'm going to let you go first. Tell us who you like.
I feel so bad, so I texted Aaron my pick at like 3 in the morning because I was up with my son, and I was like, you know what, I'll at least figure out what my best bet is since I'm up early. And it turns out this is your best bet of the entire day on the website. And I offer to give it back to you because it's your birthday, and you were very kind to let me have it. This is maiden horses, 3 and up males going a mile. There's not too many of them. And in a case like this, I like to see what the speed is. A good speed? And if so, that's what I want to play. The 4 Bad Sneakers, I think, is going to be the leader here. Flavien Prat's going to ride this horse for Mark Latt, third off of the layoff. Last time out, he stretched out to a mile for the first time and showed son of gun runner. Baby should have been routing all this time. Just missed breaking the maiden by a head. So I really like Bad Sneakers in here. I think almost too easy win for Flavien Prat.
Yeah, I really love this horse as well. So I think we're both going to be happy with this one. Bad Sneakers. Look, I think you look at the competition. There's not much there. You look at how this horse has really progressed a lot since coming back off of the layoff. I think he's going to be really tough. And I'm with you. I think gate to wire here. Going 2 turns at Del Mar, you want speed. This horse has it. So, yeah, definitely give me the 4 in the 5th race today at Del Mar as well. Love that. So, good job, Magic. Way to come up with that one. I'm going to go 2 races later. I'm a little bit more afraid of this horse, but I'm going to go number 4, Fort Bragg, in the 7th race today at Del Mar. The only pause for concern that I have, the spotting is weird. We're in an allowance race here instead of a stakes. This horse has been running really well against Stakes Company, obviously winning the Dwyer, 3rd last time out behind 2 nice horses in the Santa Anita Sprint. So the spotting is a little bit weird dropping down to this allowance. You kind of said it this morning, though, as we were discussing this. It feels like this is just a prep race for the Malibu. If it is that situation, I think Fort Bragg gets it done. He should stock the one, sit a really nice trip, and then kind of just roll home. I thought he was really good last time out. If he brings that type of race, I don't think they're beating him today. So what do you think about Fort Bragg today?
Yeah, this is one I'd consider as well. And like you said, I was worried about the layoff, but I actually saw an article later this morning on DRF where Brad Free wrote about this exact race. And he said this is a Malibu prep for both Fort Bragg and the 6 Classic Car Wash for Mark Casse was a little interesting. He's coming back. He came back off a long layoff, won a 7 furlong race, which is really impressive. It was allowance, and it was, a Gulfstream non-championship meet, so you're not sure what he really beat there. But for him to come back over here to California, they're targeting the Malibu, and watch how he runs in this race. Because if he runs well, they'll go to the Malibu, and then you're looking at 3rd off the layoff, later in the 3-year-olds campaign, success at 7 furlongs, previous grade stakes success on the Kentucky Derby Trail. This isn't I wouldn't bet him to win, but this is a really curious one to watch for the Malibu.
I think I agree with that as well. I think that horse had a little bit of hype for sure. So we'll see if this horse kind of can live up to it a little bit. Classic Car Wash, obviously, this is a pretty good spot for him as well. Listen, Rodney wants to beat Fort Bragg today. He's going with the 2 positivity. My one pause on this horse, so that positivity has won 2 races in a row, pretty impressively. Last time out, won by 3 1/4 at Santa Anita, was claimed for $50,000. That claim got voided by the vet. I never like that. So basically, what that means is they claimed it, but the vet looked over it and said, "No, we're going to void this claim. This horse is not healthy for one reason or another." 47 days now off between that race and this one. That always worries me. So that was my pause with the 2. Magic, I mean, if you're gonna, you like the 6, I guess. What was your thought on the 2 there for Rodney?
It's a big step up too. I know it is 1-2 straight, and the last one was at this distance, but this is this is a quasi stakes field, especially in California. This is the stakes field because, by the way, just outside of positivity, you've got the 9-year-old CZ Rocket that'll probably hit the board, and Sir Atticus is going to try and steal it on the rail, possibly, if Mike Smith decides he wants to go on him. So there's a lot of talent in here for this being an N2X allowance, and along with the claim voided by the vet, I mean, Kristen Mulhall's, she spots her horses properly. Wow, sorry, completely fell off the train there. But she's good with placing her horses, and for her to be willing to let this horse get claimed, for $50K after she just had claimed it for $40K out of the last race. Now you're going to move it up to a stakes race. It's more like this is what kind of showed up, and they went, "Oh shit, Fort Bragg's in here with Classic Car Wash."
Yeah, this drew really tough for an allowance race on a Friday. That's definitely true. And only 6 horses, like you said, you pointed them out. There's some tough ones in here. So Positivity got the work cut out for him today. We'll see, though. I mean, that's a decent horse. And look, if you want to try to beat Fort Bragg, you think he's not at his best, you could make a case for a couple of them in there. So, but I'm going to go with Fort Bragg. If you missed it, Papa Dude's going to go with University of Texas San Antonio -16 today. For his best bet. That'll be in college football action coming up later tonight. So, look, let's talk about this. This is the good news. We have won 6 straight on the show. We're 3-0 for the week, up 371. We're up $756 for the year now. 6-0 over the last 2 shows. Hopefully keep it going here with these Del Mar races. Magic going to go Del Mar race 5, number 4, Bad Sneakers. I'm going Del Mar race 7, number 4, Fort Bragg. UTSA going, or Papa Dude going UTSA -16. I wanted to comment on something here. Hold on. We'll read Christopher Mello's best bet. Providence over K-State tonight for Christopher by 1.5 billion. He says, I don't know if they're going to hit that number or not. So there you go. Rodney was asking about Formula One racing. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's happening in Las Vegas. They're racing on the Las Vegas Strip, basically. I don't know how the course is specifically set up. Rodney, I don't know anything about it. I'll tell you that right now. However, I was going to go to Las Vegas this weekend for my 40th birthday. So I started, I looked at hotels or casinos / hotels probably 2 months ago. It was like $1,000 a night to stay anywhere on the Strip in Las Vegas. It was unbelievable. This is a huge, huge deal. I don't know anything about it, but I basically was like, what is going on? And so I did some research, and it was this Formula One thing. So obviously not there, but anyway, I know it's a big deal. Do you know anything about it?
Yeah. I used to be big into racing. F1 is super huge, has been for a long time internationally. It's getting more popularity now with the advent of the internet, especially with like YouTube and TikTok in the States. But I know this is a big deal. Somich is going to be there for it. And he was talking about how like it's going to be impossible to get around the city right now. So he stays downtown in the old Vegas area. So he's like, I'm probably just going to stay there and watch it on like a big screen. But it is cool. So one of the differences, even the difference between F1 versus IndyCar, is there's similar setup. They're open wheel. They're very fast. They're extremely technical. Like the tiniest millimeter of an inch, it makes a difference with every little bit of the car. They're technical marvels, but also F1 cars have jet engines on them. So they're the most technologically advanced cars in the world, and you put jet engines on them, and they just take off. Like I've been to one F1 race, and it's just like it's just different. It's different than any other kind of car race you've ever seen.
Wow. Yeah, it sounds cool. I don't really follow NASCAR. I don't really follow this either. But yeah, I was like, holy. It's
fun if you're there. I can't sit here and say watch it on TV, but if you were there, high up enough to see them just go shoo, past you like nothing, that's
cool. That's really cool. Yeah, I would like I said, we were researching it, and it was just like, holy. What is going on? What is the deal in Vegas? Like I've never seen prices this high, and then it's like, oh, that's what it was. So
because they're literally going right down the strip from South Vegas, like Planet Hollywood, all that stuff, all the way up to up to the Fashion Show Mall. So up to basically the Wynn, and then they go around behind the Venetian. That's going to be an insane visual. This is going to look cool.
It is. I've heard they're having some problems though, so I don't know what's going on.
Well, sure. Why wouldn't they?
Yeah, that must be racing.
Before we go, Sylvain brought it up. Do you know what Sunday is?
Do I know what Sunday is? No.
It's the Grey Cup.
Oh.
For the CFL. Do you know who's in the Grey Cup?
Oh. I would say no, I don't.
Winnipeg Blue Bombers.
Okay, that doesn't surprise me.
Won it, 2 years ago. Lost it to Toronto last year. I'm a house divided this year, Aaron. They're playing the Montreal Alouettes. They're playing Sylvain's Montreal Alouettes for the Grey Cup. So I'm gonna have the Alouettes hoodie on, and I'm gonna have my Bombers beanie, and it's gonna be a great game. CFL Finals, the Grey Cup, baby.
Has Montreal had some kind of crazy turnaround? Weren't they? They're not very. I thought they weren't very good.
They were up and down last year. I thought that they could do better. I was surprised that Kind of surprised that they made it out of the better teams were mostly in the West. I was surprised they got past Toronto again, but yeah, I figured either Winnipeg or British Columbia would win it this year. So
Okay. Wow. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy. Rodney's been asking, and I'll go ahead and say it with the fairgrounds. Raylu Gutierrez, James Graham, Jareth Loveberry. Those are kind of the three big jockeys there at fairgrounds. Of course, Florent Giroux and gonna win a lot, but it's because he rides for Cox a lot. So those are the three
Cox
to
is
look
an
for.
obvious horse.
What's that?
Cox is an obvious trainer to watch out for.
Yeah. I was gonna say when it comes to trainers, Brad Cox, Brett Calhoun, Tom Amos, Steve Asmussen, all those guys. Jose Camejo, obviously, Chris Hartman, Ron Fachette or I don't know how you say that guy's name.
I always say it Fachot.
Fachot, Ron Fachot.
Ron Fachot. So he's not a trainer anymore. He's an agent.
Oh, really? Who took over?
This is his first or second year as an agent. He's Ben Curtis's agent, the English jockey who's like been one of their best synthetic flat jockeys for the last 5 or 6 years. He came to Fairgrounds, and Fachot, who was a really high percentage trainer, is going to be his agent. So I would watch for Ben Curtis rides because I think you can get some prices on him early.
I sure didn't know Fachot was out of the game. That happened recently because last year he dominated at this meet. So
okay, then that was his last meet. I couldn't remember if he had done it the year before or not.
Okay, well, forget about him then. Anyway,
but Ben Curtis. Also, I saw in terms of shippers, last year Delta Downs horses did significantly better than horses coming from Louisiana Downs or Evangeline Downs.
Okay.
I don't know why that is. I just saw that as a statistic this morning. So
that's interesting. Yeah, that's good to know as well. Yeah, Fairgrounds kicking off today with their meet. Oh, Fairgrounds is owned by CDI, but it doesn't feel like it.
Until you see the turf course.
Yeah, no, they've had trouble with that too, but it's just like they just, I don't know. It just feels different there. I don't know why. I don't know. It's just weird. Anyway, but they are definitely owned by CDI. So, all right, guys, that will do it. Thanks everybody for wishing me happy birthday. A lot of people in the chat wishing me happy birthday. Thanks a lot. Really appreciate it. Thanks to all everybody that always watches the show. Really appreciate you guys as always. We're going to get out of here. We've got things to do, but hopefully we can get 3 more wins here, and we'll see what happens this week. So we'll see you guys right back here tomorrow. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Magic. Bye-bye.